First of all, we're gonna work on GPSP today. GPSP. So G stand for grip, P position of the ball, S is setup, and another P is pivot. Okay, just remember GPS, there's in the map GPS, right? GPSP. Okay, so it seems your grip is quite weak. So we're gonna work on your grip. So if I make a line from your left hand, next time, please send me with the HD quality, so if then you will see better. So left hand, it's pointing middle of your chest, and then right hand, between thumb and index finger, there's line, right? It's pointing middle of chest as well. Actually, it's supposed to point your right shoulder. So we gotta change our grip more to this way. Okay, P, position of the ball. Ball position is quite middle right. Iron ball position is supposed to be 2 ball from the left heel. So I would love to see your ball position more to this way, more on the left side. And then S is set up. Later on, I'm gonna teach you how to align better. So feet, knee, hip, shoulder are supposed to parallel to the target line. So feet, knee, hip, shoulder parallel to the target line. But I can see your left shoulder is a bit front than the right shoulder. And then for the pivot. Pivot is really important. But I know you have some of injuries. So I will keep remember you have injury. So I'm gonna teach you some stretching as well later on. Okay, so let's see. So when calling backswing, and then yours, can you see from here your body weight starting to go left? And then if you see Colin's spine and yours, your spine is already leaning left. So we're gonna work on that one. So today we're gonna really focus on the basic, because if you wanna set the great swing, we need great foundation as well. Okay, and then top of the backswing, if you see, we can see you have reverse pivot, look. Right, your spine, look at your spine. So already you put your spine over there. So when you're coming down, if you see Colin, he can come down with using his hip. Because already he put his spine this way, so it's easy for him to use his hip. He's ready. But for you, in your case, you put your spine over here. So it's so hard for you to use your hip. So that's why if you see your downswing at this point, spine's supposed to lean back a lot. But look at yours. Can you see your spine is pretty much straight? But look, Colin, his spine is leaning back. Okay, so we're gonna learn how to pivot properly today. Yeah, for you, even you're quite more this way. So we got a little bit lean back. But if you backswing pivot properly, your downswing also will be seen better. Will be better. Okay, Wes. Now we move on. So GPSP, right? So we're gonna work on G first. G is grip. So when you take a grip, left hand first, you put your hand club middle of index finger and the end of baby finger, so a little bit diagonal, and take grip with your finger. So when you look down, this left hand thumb supposed to place on the right side of the club, like this. So can you see this line? This line is supposed to point your right shoulder, and the right hand as well. But before we move on, before your grip was like this. That's why this line pointing middle of your chest, right? So you're gonna take a grip a little bit stronger. But stronger feeling is neutral actually. It's not a strong grip. And then right hand. Right hand, you can go interlock, overlap. So that's up to you. Index finger and middle finger supposed to have gap between. And then both hands, not thumb out like this. Thumb in. Thumb in. And then separate index finger and middle finger. So when you come down, you can have more control on the right hand. Okay, so both hands, there's a line between thumb and index finger supposed to point your right shoulder. That's good. Okay, so why is the reason we shouldn't take a weak grip like you do? Because if you take weak grip, your club had to open. So this is my natural position on my arm when I stand. And then when you impact, it becomes a natural position as well. But if you take a weak grip like this, it's pointing middle of my chest. When your arm becomes to natural position, your cup face open. Can you see that? My cup face open. So you need to do something. In your case, your spine is moving this way to shut your cup. So can you see? Okay, look at my club face. Weak grip, right? Club face open, so you don't want that. That's why when you're down swing, you have reverse pivot, right? From the back swing, reverse pivot, and then when you're down swing, spine goes front, then look my club face. It's close, right? That's your compensate movement. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take a neutral grip, and then swing from behind. So which is good pivot. Okay, so piece position of the ball. Position of the ball, two balls space from the heel. And then your right foot, right as much as your shoulder. So right side gap supposed to be wider than the left side. So ball position, middle left side when you hit iron. And when I check your setup, when you're set up, your setup spine is pretty much straight. When we take grip, right hand is lower than the left side, right? So our spine is supposed to be a little bit lean right rather than straight. Why? Because when you're pivot, when your right shoulder is a bit lower, and then from there, if you turn, your spine can be straight, right? But if you're set this way, when you backswing, you have reverse pivot because of that. Do you understand? So the most important thing for you, from the setup, supposed to be a bit lean right, even though you're hitting iron. Now, how to practice your alignment. So you're gonna find one straight line. So like this. And then set up first. Set up. And then put the club on your knee. And then when you look down, you can check if it's parallel or not with the line. And then in your hip, chest, and then step back. Try again. Feet, knee, hip, shoulder, step back. So how you're going to practice is like this. All the time, feet, knee, hip, shoulder, supposed to parallel to the target line. Now last one, your pivot. So now, hands on your shoulder, feet shoulder width, butt back, relax your knee. And then when you're back swing, left knee out, and then turn. Your body weight is supposed to be on the right side. And then check your spine, not like this. Push your left shoulder until your right foot. Like this. Push your left shoulder to the right foot. And then after this, start down, so hip turn. There's some separation between upper body and lower body. And then right foot on. Hip 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when you're finished, your whole body fully pointing left side of the target, like this. Rather than turn left. You're gonna turn full. So the most important thing is why you keep your downswing, why you keep hitting like this way. Because when you come off the backswing, your spine is already here. So it's really hard for you to lean back again when you're hitting. So the point is, when you come off the backswing, you're supposed to put your spine on the right side. So you can come down from this way. Okay, so practice like this. Put your spine on the right, downswing. Hip turn first, chest a little bit pointing skyway. What you do is spine this way, downswing, chest pointing down, if I exaggerate, okay? So we're gonna practice exactly the opposite. Put it on the right, and then hip turn, chest pointing up. Okay, so if you have any question, let me know. Thank you, S.